Once materials are selected and acquired, many people assume the job is done. In reality, that's when some of the most complex and visible work begins. Collection management asks a different question than collection development. Instead of asking what should we add, it asks, how do we sustain the long-term health, accessibility, and security of what we already have? Every decision made after acquisition, from where an item is stored to whether it is repaired, withdrawn, digitized, or restricted, shapes how usable the collection remains over time. Sustaining excellence means thinking beyond growth and focusing on stewardship. It means recognizing that collections are not static assets, but living systems that need continuous care. There is a clear shift that happens once materials enter a library's collection. While development focuses on building, management focuses on maintenance, and that responsibility is often far more challenging. Collection management becomes an umbrella concept covering every decision made about materials already owned or licensed. These decisions are rarely neutral. They are influenced by an item's physical condition, budget limitations, space constraints, and changes in community priorities. Something that made sense 10 years ago may no longer serve users well today. What often surprises new professionals is how political this stage can be. Removing, relocating, or restricting materials tends to draw more attention than acquiring them. Stakeholders care deeply about what stays visible and what disappears, which means management decisions must be thoughtful, well documented, and defensible. Weeding is one of the most misunderstood and emotionally charged collection management practices. At its core, weeding is a systematic process for removing materials that are outdated, inaccurate, unused, or in poor physical condition. When done well, it strengthens the collection rather than diminishing it. Regular weeding improves browsing, keeps information current, and opens space for materials that better meet user needs. A shelf packed tightly with outdated resources is not a sign of richness, it's often a barrier to discovery. Resistance is common. People may see weeding as erasure rather than refinement. That's why clear policies are essential. Decisions should be based on established criteria, not convenience or discomfort. When items still hold value but receive low use, storage solutions become critical. High density or off-site storage allows libraries to preserve materials without sacrificing accessible, high-use space. Sustaining access over time requires intentional preservation strategies. Preservation includes proactive measures such as climate control and appropriate handling, as well as reactive repairs when materials are damaged. The goal is simple but significant. Ensure materials remain usable for as long as possible. Security is another essential consideration. Libraries must protect collections from theft, misuse, and accidental loss through systems like electronic tagging, access controls, and clear use policies. Some resources require additional care. Rare, archival, or fragile materials often need restricted access, specialized storage, or supervised use to balance preservation with availability. Collection management also includes preparedness. Disaster planning, whether for water damage, fire, or system failure, protects against sudden large-scale loss. It's not pessimistic, it's responsible stewardship. Managing collections today means managing a blend of print and digital resources, and the challenges here are significant. Escalating journal costs have pushed many libraries into difficult decisions, a situation often referred to as the serials crisis. Libraries can't simply maintain everything indefinitely. One common response is transitioning from physical journals to electronic-only access, which saves space and expands availability. But this shift introduces new complexities, especially around licensing. Unlike print materials, digital resources are often not owned. They are licensed under contracts that define terms of use, access restrictions, and retention rights. Managing these agreements becomes an ongoing responsibility rather than a one-time transaction. This shift also reflects a broader change in mindset, from a just-in-case model of ownership to a just-in-time model of access. Instead of holding everything permanently, libraries focus on providing timely access when users need it. Collection management is where libraries demonstrate their commitment to sustainability, accountability, and long-term service. It's not about holding on to everything indefinitely. It's about making informed, transparent, and ethical decisions that keep collections accessible, relevant, and secure over time. Sustaining excellence means recognizing that every collection decision, whether about storage, withdrawal, preservation, or access, is ultimately about how well the library serves its community today and in the future. That responsibility doesn't end at acquisition. In many ways, it truly begins there.